Welcome to my channel again. Today we are still talking about rakes. We are talking about our farm, our tomato farm. In this farm today they are doing pecking and digging. Before we see what we are into today, which will be very exciting. I know some people feel nostalgic, some of you who have done this for a very long time and you are not able to do them today. I know you'll be glad to see how it goes. So let us continue to watch. Please subscribe to my channel. I have beautiful things for you guys. I have interesting things for you guys. We'll have fun in everything we do. So there are workers in the farm today. However, in any of our episodes of this our beautiful farm, we must learn something very important. Today we'll be talking about, yesterday we talked about risk. The last video we talked about risks. Let us talk today about management of that risk. If you're not able to manage risks well, you will not make profit in any business you do. So what is risk management? Risk management is the process of identifying. You identify, assess, and control traits that can temper with your capital or the earnings of your business. That's, you identify the traits, you assess them, and control them. When you successfully do those three aspects and put them on the ground and work on them, you will not realize a loss. You will realize that despite what you do, no matter how difficult it becomes, you make your own profit. So let us see some of the aspects where this risk can come from. Like I said, you identify a risk, you control, you assess them, and you control them. That's what we call risk management. So that's what we want to do. So before we discuss on how we control our risk in this farm, how we manage risk in this farm, let us see the aspects where that risk comes from. In risk management, the threats that we need to work on, the threats that we need to identify, so that our capital, the capital we put in the business, or our earnings should not be tempered with. They can come from many different aspects. One is the legal liabilities. You have legal liabilities. You can have risks can come from natural disaster. It can come from accidents. The taste of customers. It depends on your area where you are investing. So you will not want to go and invest in a place where, if you are doing farming like we are doing today, you don't want to go and open a farm where there are threats of earthquake. It will destroy your farm. Those are some of the examples of the risks, the kind of things we need to take into consideration before opening a business, before starting any business, before involving your capital into a particular business. We in our farm, in our tomatoes farm today, we have analyzed all those things. We are opening a farm in a place where there are no risks of natural disaster. We are trying to make sure that the things we are learning, we put them into consideration. Still, things can happen. Coronavirus is a pandemic which no one invited, so those things can happen. What about human resources? You will not want to employ somebody who cannot really help. Then you'll be paying out money for, and you will not get the outcome. So you have to put all those things into consideration. Again, you need to surround yourself with very talented people from whom you can learn. So these are the things we have taken into consideration, and these are the things you should take into consideration if you want to involve in a business. Okay, hope you've learned something today. Hope if you are taking an initiative, you know what to do. We can break down these aspects as we continue in our farming, as we continue to do what we are doing. So let us see how the pecking is going. Let us see how the digging is going. The most exciting part of the farm is coming up. See a bit of how the raking has been done. This is a farm that was recently cleared and all the grass, the sticks, the stones are gathered, as you see, at the boundaries of the farm. Like you can see, this is what is done. So the farm is neat. This is the size of it. Okay, now let's go to how the pecking is being done. This is pecking.
No, not that
done. Yes, so you make sure you use pecks to identify the line, so that during digging, the people digging or the workers will not bend the lines. So pegging is very important for a neat and a consistent farm. So you use a rope, you cut off your pegs, and this is how it is done. The digging is being done. We are going closer to see while the digging is going on. The part of the farm they are doing pecking, so that before you get there, the lines must have been very straight. So that's it. Let's see how neatly the digging is being done. You make sure in between your farm you come out with a road, so that during harvesting they'll use this road in order not to destroy the farm. So you use a rope. We are always very, very neat in what we do. So this rope you see has been used to identify the main road in between the two sides of the farm. This is it. The digging is done. As you can see, this is the digging. Our farm is changing every day. Our farm is changing every day. Our farm is changing each day. So we are happy about it.